Welcome, everyone, to another Sunday talk with me, Edgar Larios. I was having a conversation with someone this past Friday or Saturday, and they were asking me why I'm doing this, why I'm sharing my life experience with all of you guys. And they asked me if I was doing this for money. And I give my answer, and um, I will give you my explanation of why I said no. I'm not doing this for money. Not at this time. I mean, maybe in the future we will, but at this time, no. I'm just doing it to share my life experience with the people, and hoping that this will help them get somewhere in life, just like I did. Uh, I saw a couple of quotes or a couple of words of wisdom that people write on social media, and then all everywhere. You know, people share on Instagram and everywhere, where words of wisdom, what I call little nuggets that I love to read sometimes. And one of those little nuggets came from one of my people that I follow, and it said, "Don't chase love, don't chase money, and don't chase success." Why? Because when you work really hard on yourself, and when you work on becoming the best version of you, those things will chase you by itself. So don't ever do things for money. Don't ever do things trying to become wealthy or super rich or whatever you want to do it. If you do things really good and become the best version of you, those things will come by itself. If you're doing things for money, you're doing it for the wrong reason. And that's one of the things that I'm doing here. I'm not doing this because I'm chasing the money. I'm doing this because I'm chasing or becoming the best version of me. Because until this year, I had already become the best version of me until maybe last year or the year before that, and I was kind of getting stuck in one spot. I got stuck in one place, and I didn't know what to do next. And for some reason, this came to my mind, and one day I was just sitting on my couch thinking about what to do, and how can I make myself better and more productive for society. How can I make myself, you know, what we call it, more valuable, maybe? So I came up with the idea of doing this, and a lot of other people are doing this in their own way, and they're doing good and everything that they do. But for some reason, it came to me and said, "Well, you need to, chase or becoming better at the things you're not good at." For example, I wasn't good at being on camera. I'm still not good at being on camera. I hate being in camera, and that's one of the fears I had to overcome. And I don't like hearing myself talk, but I had to overcome that. And the only way I can overcome those fears and those things is by doing this, and seeing myself the next day, or seeing the comments from people, or seeing those things, the questions that people send me over, or the things that people talk about. That's kind of changing my fear, changing my perspective of life. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not chasing money. I'm not chasing anything else other than becoming a better version of myself. And that's the main reason why I'm doing this, and hope that this thing that I'm doing, it will help some other people do the same thing and become better, become aware, become educated, read books, do things that will make you better. That's the main goal of this videos, is to help you chase your goals, to help you become the better version of you. And I hope that my words and my examples of life will help you do that. Because you have to. The only way this world will get better if all of us get better. We have to make a difference. We have to make a change, and you will not do it by sitting down on your couch and doing absolutely nothing for it. I've been in that same position 3 or 4 times in my life where I got to a certain point and got stuck and I don't know what to do next. And then I sit down, think about it, what to do next, and then I just go for it and then move on to the next step. And same thing happened 3 or 4 times in my life. And this right now that you guys are seeing is a result of me being stuck in a position where I got to a point, okay, and I said to myself, so what's next? What I'm going to do next? And this is a result of it. Me doing this YouTube channel, me doing these videos. That's how I try to get better. And hoping that you guys do the same. Talk about fear, because that's exactly what was holding me back. And I noticed that. I think I saw a quote by, I believe, Denzel Washington or somebody, probably, I don't know. But he said, a bird sitting on a tree is not afraid of the branch breaking off because he trusts of his wings in case that happen. So I don't know if you get this. I don't know if I said it correctly or not. But a bird, this is the way I understand it, a bird that flies into a tree and sits or stops in a branch, it doesn't matter how thick or how thin that branch is, he's not afraid of that branch breaking off because he knows he has the wind. If that branch breaks off, then he can fly away. No problem, right? So the way I see that quote, the way I see that example is that if you become the best version of yourself, you cannot be afraid of anything. You cannot be afraid of your job or losing your job. You cannot be afraid of what the government is doing. You cannot be afraid of anything because you are prepared, well prepared, and well educated, and you build some tools under your belt. You can definitely move forward if something happened to you. Again, it has happened to me a bunch of different times. I had lost my job a couple of times, and because of the things that I learned and how prepare myself and educate myself, I was able to move forward and not be stuck. So prepare yourself. When you're well prepared, you cannot be afraid. If you know, for example, if you know that you're working for a company and you know exactly what you do, you're doing your job correctly, you're showing up every day on time, you know that this job back and forth very well, and you have really work ethic, you cannot be afraid of losing your job because if you lose your job, you can get another one right away. It might take you a week or 2 or 3 to look for a job, but you will get one, right? The only person that will be afraid of losing the job is a person that does the bare minimum just not to get fired, tries to always take advantage of the system, tries to do pretty much nothing. That person is just going over there to work for 8 hours. And, you say, oh, if I lose this job, I will not know what to do because this job is really good for me and I don't know what to do next. Well, then you should be afraid because you're not putting 100% on the things you do. So, but if you get prepared and you become the best version of yourself, you cannot be afraid of anything. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Get you guys to know that Prepare yourself and don't be afraid of anything. You guys can do this really easy and simple. Sometimes life is about risking everything in pursuit of a dream that no one else can see. Right now, I have this dream that I'm pursuing, but a lot of the people don't see it, and a lot of my close family and friends might not see it. But I have a dream, and this dream is to get better on myself and try to help as many people as possible to do the same. I don't know how it's gonna work out, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I have this dream and I'm gonna chase it until it becomes a reality. So I'm telling you the same. If you have a dream that are you willing to chase, you have to be willing to give up everything in the chase of that dream, because that was the only way it's gonna become a reality. If you're not willing to give up everything that you can give up in the chase of this dream, that dream will not become a reality. I told my son long time ago, when he was learning to play guitar, and I was pushing him to learn guitar, and sometimes he didn't want to do it because he wants to play video games. And I know he's probably going to be upset for me saying this, but I hope not. And I have to. I told him, hey, I already paid for the month for you to get these classes, so you better go. And I had to take the video games away from him and do things like that. But sooner or later, that thing clicked on him. It clicked like this, and he fell in love with the guitar and fell in love with music. Now he can play pretty much any instruments, I think. He played trumpet, he played guitar, he's learning how to play drums, I guess. I don't know, but he's doing great. He has learned how to record. Now he has his music on Spotify and I guess all those things, Apple Music and all. He has some songs there, and he's chasing his dream. He's chasing his dream of music, and he's doing it. He's doing it really good. So I'm happy for him on that. But same thing with you. If you want to chase a dream, go for it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. They're gonna be naysayers, and they're gonna be people that discourage you for doing that. But don't listen to them. Chase your dream and go for it. This is what I'm doing. And remember, don't chase love, don't chase money, and don't chase success. Because if you work in yourself and you become the better version of yourself, all those things will chase you. All right? Thank you again. Like my video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll do more Sunday talks. Turn on the notifications. That's something I have to remember to say, because my daughter Bella said that. Always tell them to turn on the notifications on your channel so they know when you have new videos. So I'm telling you guys to do that. So subscribe to my channel. I'll look forward to see you guys in the next Sunday talk. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and God bless you. Right? Have a good day.